G'day Knuckleheads, Uncle Knackers here, and welcome to episode 49 of my Owner Builder series. Well, I think it's time for a new driveway, so I've got my old mate Franco Dwyer back to pull up all the concrete from the old driveway to make way for the new one. Now, seriously, for a small house, I cannot believe how much concrete we have taken out of this project. It's mind-boggling. With all that concrete gone, it's now time to put up some formwork. So the boys have run out a string line to the dimension of the driveway, and then they bang in some pegs to attach the formwork to. Now the top of the formwork is the finished height for the driveway, so the boys use a laser level to get that measurement spot on, and then just use a nail gun to nail that formwork off. With that formwork now complete, it's time to prep the base of the driveway. And what the boys are doing here is they're spreading out some crusher dust, which will give a nice firm base for the slab to sit on. And the idea is to have the top of that crusher dust 100 millimeters or 4 inches below the top of the slab. Even in slow motion, these blokes work pretty quick. Puts me to shame. It's embarrassing. Okay, the screeding's all done, and now it's time to lay some plastic over the top of that crusher dust. And what the plastic does is that it stops moisture from coming up from the ground and up through your slab. Once all the plastic's been run out and taped, it's now time to lay down the concrete reinforcing mesh. And this is a product which binds the concrete together. So make sure you don't forget this stage. Pretty critical. Now to tie all those separate sheets of mesh together, you use these metal ties. You wrap the tie around both sheets, give it a twist with your snips, and snip it off. And once again, the tie goes around both sheets, twist it around and snip it off. Too easy. And as per the universal law of concreting, we've just had 7 days straight worth of rain. So Billy's been having a great time helping me empty out all those trenches that are filled up with water. He's having a great time. The simple things. It looks like the skies are clear for the next couple of days, so it's full steam ahead to get this driveway poured. Out the chute, into the barrow, and off we go. Happy days. Now, as you can probably see, we've gone for a coloured concrete, being charcoal. And as a general rule of thumb, you use a 10 kilo bag of colour through powder to 1 metre of concrete. As far as the finish goes, we're going for an exposed aggregate look, which for those unsure of what that is, it's where you can see the stones that come up through the top of the concrete. I love watching these blokes do this. They make it look so easy. If I was doing it, it'd finish up looking like an absolute dog's breakfast. Guaranteed. Now this is a sight for sore eyes. The worksite toilet is finally being removed, which means one thing, the job is almost finished. Bye bye toilet, see ya. So after 9 months, I now have access to a normal toilet. You little ripper. Now this is where things start to get interesting. Because we're going for an exposed aggregate finish, the boys need to spray on this product called Ruggosol. Now what Ruggosol does is that it keeps the first 3 to 5 millimeters of the concrete soft. And the purpose of that is so that the boys can come along with their pressure cleaner and pressure clean off that first 3 to 5 millimeters of concrete, which will expose the stone. Once it's all been pressure cleaned, the hose comes out and they'll just hose off all the excess, give it a bit of a sweep, and we are done. Love it. And like most concreting jobs, don't forget to finish off by cutting in your expansion joints. Our driveway of 15 metres in length, we had 4 expansion joints in total. The concrete's been sitting there for the last 4 to 5 days, so there's only one job left to do, and that's to apply the concrete sealer. Now the concrete sealer is an epoxy-based concrete sealer, and it goes on by simply using an everyday paint roller. It really makes that charcoal colour pop. I love it. And here it is, folks, all done, and I could not be any happier. It came up absolutely beautiful, and I don't think the camera or the light is doing it any justice. See if we can just get a bit of a close-up of how the aggregate looks. Just like that. A bit of white mixed in with some blue metal, and from the front it looks just like this. It came up an absolute treat. Well done, lads. And I absolutely love it. The boys couldn't have done a better job. And I have to say that the colour of that concrete complements the colour of the deck beautifully. Good choice, I reckon. The finish and the colour was absolutely spot on, and the price wasn't too bad either. So I must give a big shout out to Ray Ellicott and his boys for doing a fantastic job. And I'll leave a link to Ray's details in the description box below, so make sure you check those guys out. With the concreting done, we are that close to being finished. I can almost taste it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and as per usual, a big thumbs up is greatly appreciated, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more handy tips. You know what? I think it's time for a cup of tea, so till next time, I'm out of here. Cheers.